Hello everyone and welcome to the Minute channel. This is Kuro. Today's video is going to be a little bit different from what I usually do, which is going to be a review of one of the mangas. I do this from time to time whenever I get a chance to be able to check out the manga and everything. And today we're going to be talking about something quite different. This is going to be Persona 5's Mementos Mission. Now, if you don't know anything about the Mementos Mission series, it's a little bit different from other types of adaptation manga they do. Fun fact, if you didn't know, all of the Persona series has a manga adaptations. Persona 1, Persona 2, Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5, they all have manga adaptations. But what is Mementos Mission and why is it different from the other ones? Well, the major thing that this is gonna be really what carries this manga apart from anything else, and why I think this is the best Persona manga is that this is actually not an adaptation. This is not taking the game and turning it into a manga, which is what happens with a lot of this manga, which is basically they're just trying to tell you the same story that you already played on manga form, which is great because there are some people that don't like to play the games. I've seen people that they only watch the anime, I've seen people that only read the manga. And that's cool because, you know, different mediums for different peoples totally understand. However, what sets this one apart is it takes place in between the story of Persona 5. So you're kind of playing through the game and everything, and this story happens, kind of. And Mementos Mission is, obviously, as it says, it's a mission that happens in Mementos, but there's more to it. There's a whole lot more to it. The plot itself is actually really good, but what it does is basically start as the main protagonist, you know, just kind of doing your everyday life, and that's pretty much what this is. This is basically a day in the life of the Persona 5 protagonist, Joker, as he's kind of going with the Phantom Thieves and doing their own thing, you know, saving people and everything, but at the same time you get a different outlook of like looking at the characters and kind of interacting with each other in a setting that is not just the game story. Because one of the things that happens in Persona 5 a lot is that the kind of story and the plot has to keep moving along, and although sure you get a chance to interact with the characters and sure you kind of do this with all the characters and everything, what happens is you're very limited with what you can learn about the characters or what you can do with the main protagonist because the plot has to move along. There's a calendar and there's a lot of other stuff, and because of those restrictions you don't really get sometimes the experience to get some of those side quests or some of the stuff with full story and full content and everything like that. And what this does, it kind of gives you that experience. It gives you the, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends today, and I'm gonna go do my part-time job later, and I'm gonna go, you know, go to the onsen later, and that's literally what he does. He you know, he's a high school student, and you're kind of looking at the high school life as it's going on, but in a different lens. You know his thoughts of what's going on and everything. They have a very, very in depth as far as like getting to know the characters in a different way. I really like what they did with Joker as a protagonist because he is a different character altogether, and I think the manga does, but this particular is gonna be kind of, think of like Juno or Kami on the Persona 4 anime, which this like personality that they give him. That's really what Mementos Mission does, which is different from the Persona manga, because the Persona 5 manga actually kind of doesn't really do anything with Joker. It's very much adapting what the game does, but giving dialogue to it. But Mementos Mission really gives Joker personality. He's cocky sometimes, he's like trying to be serious at times. You see a whole range of emotions going on. You see kind of like the person of who Joker really is, and you know, it even does like some stuff of sort of like I think, for example, the first volume, there's a whole scene where they'll remove his glasses and like, oh dude, he's actually really nice, like good looking dude and everything, and they like talk about it, and he kind of talks about the fact that he doesn't want to, you know, take off the glasses and everything, and that's kind of just like an extra thing, but it does add a layer that you never really seen on like the manga or the anime or even the game, because it's never really something brought up or anything like that. And I just love that there's so many of those instances in this manga series, which kind of gives you a lens of what else is going on around the Persona 5 world. during Persona 5, right? So I really recommend checking this one out. If you were gonna check out any of the manga from the Persona series, I think Persona 5 Mementos Mission does an excellent job. Not only do I think that it's extremely well written, as far like a character development side, as far as like getting to know the story and the characters and everything, but the artwork is beautiful. I mean, like, let's be honest here, it is some of the most beautiful art I've seen for Persona 5 in general, and I'm talking about Sojima, I'm talking about like some of the other Atlas staff that has worked on Persona 5. This is beautiful. If you see, I really wish that I could show you more here, but honestly, copyright stuff and everything, I don't want to get this game, this video demonetized or anything like that, so I'm not really gonna show anything here, but you can definitely check it out. Google Persona 5 Mementos Network so you can kind of look at the artwork, but it is fantastic. I think it was some of the best artwork they done for the for Persona 5, and I really just would like to get this guy to do more stuff for Persona 5. Maybe like if they need another Persona spin-off and everything, he should be the one. Honestly, I really just love how much attention to detail there is in the hair, in the faces, the eyes, the emotion. Like, there's so many good characteristics about the different artwork that he does for this, and he's very humble too. Like at the back of it, for example, he talks about, he was chosen for this manga. I believe he also does the manga for the Persona Ultimax. Yes, the Persona Ultimax also have a manga, so check those out. So if you like Persona 4 Ultimax right now, which is literally just releasing, right, the game, and if you just want to get the story or something, check out the manga. The manga is really good as well. I may do a review down the line for that. It's also on sale right now if you want to check it out. But anyway, not the title of the year, right? So Persona 5 Mementos Mission, I think overall is one of the best manga adaptations that we've had so far. Again, not just because it's not an official adaptation, but also because I really do legitimately think it does some really good stuff for fans. This is gonna be kind of almost like fan service, but not, because they give you a brand new storyline. This is like this whole Mementos Mission is its own storyline with plot twists, with characters that but in a different sense. For example, we see Anne's frenemy, the one that they work together in the model agency and everything, and that's like a whole plot going along with her and everything. And truthfully, we never really get to know her too much. We only see her through Anne's confidant, but she's an actual character here with like lines of dialogue and things to say about herself and what's going on and her job and everything. And you see that with a lot of the different characters. They all are outside of their bubbles, which is, every person is in a bubble, I think, in Persona 5 when it comes to kind of like your interactions with them. There's very little outside of that, because everybody has like their own social thing, their confidence and everything. But really what this does here is allows you to look beyond what's going on in those scenes, and I really appreciate that. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this, guys. I feel like I'm rambling here now but I really strongly recommend reading this. Check that out. It's now on sale. I think third volume is now out in English, and you can probably Google the rest of it, unless you want to just own the volumes, which is what I'm trying to do as well. Thank you so much for watching this, guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye. But before we end this video, I want to thank all the members: Miko, Another Fox, Demicro, H2DK, King Narukami 45, Ida McNeil, and Rising Oblivion. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. I couldn't make these videos without your help.